Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. Sorry, I gotta turn Wyatt down. Gotta turn Wyatt down. Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you till about 5 o'clock. Till about 5 o'clock. Oh, it's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's a long weekend. And I get to get out and enjoy the family for Memorial Day. So I'm looking forward to that. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I feel like I'm too close to the camera. Like my face is right there. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. Hold on a second. Let's get the chat up there. I hope everybody's doing okay. Um, well, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I don't really know what I'm talking about today. I don't really know what I'm talking about today. Um, let's see. Robert. Good afternoon, Robert. Good afternoon. Um, David, representing Westchester. Good afternoon. We got Shirley in the house. Good afternoon, Shirley, representing Westchester. We got Anthony representing the Wood. Good afternoon, Anthony. Erica in the house. Erica representing Reading. Good afternoon. Sea Breeze in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hit the calming meditation theme song. I hit that once I got like 10 viewers. So when I go live, boom, it's black afternoon experiment. Once that counter hit 10 viewers, that's when I hit the music. In case you were wondering. Let's see. Phyllis. Good afternoon, Phyllis. Good afternoon. Tria. Tria. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. She's representing Columbia Township. Good afternoon. Ben. Good afternoon. He's representing Loveland. We got Jerica. I'm still mad at you, Jerica. I'm mad at you. I didn't hear you attacking nobody today. You attacked me like all show long when I talked about that Cassie and the apology, and I said, that being wasn't as bad as some others, and you and I don't remember who else it was there trying to tag team me. And y'all attacked. Y'all said I was making excuses for abuse. Y'all said I was minimizing abuse. Y'all said, oh, how much abuse you got to take before it's real. All of that kind of stuff. I didn't hear no attacking today. No attacking today. That made me feel like it was personal. And you missed it. You was busy. You ain't missed it because you responded to a comment where somebody else said it and you didn't attack them in the comment. So you wasn't too busy to attack. It was personal. It was personal. You lucky I don't live in Dayton, because if I did, I'd be knocking on you. I'm just playing. I wouldn't be knocking on your door. Good afternoon, Jerica. I'm just giving you a hard time. Scott, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Scott's representing West Walnut Hills. We got Crystal. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Crystal. Jerica wants to know, is the little baby still coughing? Well, she woke up. She just woke up. And yeah, she coughs a bit when she wakes up. She just woke up and she was eating. What were you? Goldfish? You was eating goldfish, wasn't you? Yeah. She was eating goldfish. Maybe something went down the wrong pipe. She's still eating goldfish, by the way. Um, let's see. I don't know if I said good afternoon to Phyllis, but good afternoon, Phyllis. If I didn't, Dante in the house. Good afternoon, Dante, representing Amelia. Good afternoon. We got Jason in the house. He's representing Fairfield. I can't put your comment up. They don't go up when you got the little things there. Brenda, representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Bonita in the house, representing Mount Airy. Terry in the house. Terry, good afternoon, representing downtown. Got Sean D. Nutter in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Pamela Kinney. Pamela Kinney's here. She's representing North Avondale. All right. Y'all repping y'all hoods. I like that. Oh, let's see, let's see. Hopefully nothing too depressing. Y'all driving the content today. Because I don't really have anything to discuss. I just been today was one of them days I had the day off. I slept late. Didn't get a chance to listen to the Lincoln Ware show. Like I tuned in to the Lincoln Ware show once the show went off to see him drink alcohol, promoting drinking alcohol. I don't know. You 80 something years old. I'm surprised he ain't smoking Marlboros. You know what I'm saying? But I turned in just in time to see him drinking and promoting alcoholism, and that was it. Uh, and then very shortly thereafter, I had to go pick up little baby, and then I came here. So I ain't watched no TV. I ain't watched no news. I ain't watched none of that stuff. Nothing. LaDonna in the house. LaDonna, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Representing East Price Hill. Preston in the house, representing the barbershop. All right. I need to go to the barbershop. I need to go to the barbershop. Uh, Hold on. I gotta shut this off. It's doing crazy stuff that's distracting me. All right. Oh, let's see. David, let's talk about the afternoon experiment extravaganza barbecue. Let me see. We got Mary in the house representing White Oak. Good afternoon, Mary. Good afternoon. Ruby representing Golf Manor. Good to see you, Ruby. Thanks for checking out the show. Good afternoon. We got Twin in the house. Uh, he said he's everybody's little man. All right. Well, I'll just call you little man from now on. You can, I know Twin is your nickname because you're a twin, but I like little man for you. Because when I met you, we was like eye to eye, and I know I'm short. You could be little man. Yeah. Good afternoon, little man. Um, Regina. Regina in the house, representing Madisonville. Well, good afternoon. We got Maria. Maria in the house, representing North College Hill. All right. Good afternoon. Um, Carolyn. Carolyn, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My Osha. My Osha's in the house as well. Wow, you actually said that. Glad I missed your show yesterday. I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was day before yesterday. I think it was day before yesterday. It might have even been like Monday. But yes, I said it. It makes perfect sense. It is what it is. If you don't like it, call in and get with me. So you ain't got that kind of heart, my Osha. They don't teach you heart in them rich people schools, do they? Esteban, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Jerica said, well, we beefing. It is what it is, Jerica. It is what it is. Bring it on. I remember Barbara Reese. That's what Barbara Reese said to Nate. Bring it on. I don't know why that flashed back in my head. It was funny to me when she said it. I wasn't there. I was at the station running the board. Let's see. Little man say he repping Finneytown Kroger. All right. Good afternoon, little man repping Kroger. We got Crystal in the house. Crystal, good afternoon. She's representing Christ Hospital, that is. Representing Christ Hospital. Let me see. Little baby does not feel bad at all. She feels just fine. She's counting the days. 4 more days. Four more days until she's out of town for the entire summer. You're gonna be grinning. You're excited? Okay. Let me see. Let me see. We got Stephanie. Stephanie in the house. Good afternoon, Stephanie. Good afternoon, Stephanie. I know I saw Alethea in here. Did I miss Alethea? Did I skip over Alethea? She says she's here. Good afternoon, Alethea. Um, and I think I said Stephanie. She's representing Hyde Park. Lamont. Lamont in the house. Stay moving slow. Grande, powerful, royal people representing Westwood. Good afternoon. Nat Turner. Nat Turner representing Madville. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. Mary says, I'm here representing White Oak. I saw you. I didn't. I hollered you. I shouted you out. I didn't holler you out. I shouted you out. I couldn't put your thing up there because you had the little, when you put whatever those things are. I think yours said, I'm here. I couldn't put it up on the screen. CK, Lewis Johnson in the house. He said he ate Pringles for lunch today. That's a good lunch. You mean he broke? You ain't broke if you buying Pringles for lunch, bro. DeWanda in the house. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, DeWanda. Appreciate you checking it out. There it is. Alethea said, I'm in the building. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Jacqueline. Jacqueline Carter, representing Evanston. Good afternoon. Alethea want to know, did I watch Terrence Howard video? I didn't. Maybe I'll pull it up during the show because I don't really have anything to talk about. I tell you, I don't have nothing to talk about today. I didn't plan to talk about anything. Didn't have an opportunity to do and make any plans. Oh, hold on. I do have to look at one thing here. Oh, why? Okay. Download it. No, I don't want that. Task failed. Why? Why did the task fail? That's annoying. Annoying. The task should not have failed. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I got to do this again. Copy you, paste you there. Boom, convert. Download. Close you. Downloading audio. Okay. So maybe we'll watch the Terrence Howard video during the show. I don't know. When you say Terrence Howard, I'm thinking Terrence Howard from the radio station. And I'm like, he did an interview. Where? I'm excited to check it out. T. Mikey G in the house. Good afternoon. He said he's been on vacation since yesterday and loving it. Got to love these vacation days. Oh, let's see. Jason say he a day drinker for sure. You're promoting alcohol. Not Marlboros. I mean, dude, 80-something years old. You remember, back when he was coming up, they were promoting cigarettes on TV. The cigarette brands sponsored TV shows and stuff. And they'd be sitting around smoking cigarettes, and they might even break into a commercial. That's how they got down back then. LaDonna says she glad she could sleep late for 3 days. Oh, it felt so good. It felt so good to just naturally wake up. No alarm. I didn't set an alarm. I didn't do anything. Now, I went to bed late. I went to bed at like 3:30, close to 4 o'clock. Went to bed late. Then I just naturally woke up, and it was like 12:45. I was like, all right. I feel good. I feel rested. I should have worn my CPAP. If I'd have worn the CPAP, oh my God, I'd have been up running around today for about 45 seconds, and then I'd have been out of breath because I'm fat. But I'm working on that. Oh, let's see. How is having a drink promoting alcoholism? If you're an alcoholic and oh, you're talking about and encouraging people, and you know people are alcoholics. So you encouraging people to go buy different brands of alcohol, talking about how you're gonna be walking around with alcohol, everything is alcohol. You know you encouraging alcoholics. It's like me sitting here smoking crack on the air. I've never smoked crack, so I don't know how you smoke crack. In my mind, this was crack. This was the crack pipe, and this was me smoking it. Forgive me, I'm not a crackhead. But, if I'm sitting here smoking crack, and I know that maybe some people watching are crackheads, how am I not promoting being a crack addict? Come on. That's just common sense. They don't teach you that in the rich people schools either, do they? Oh, Pamela got jokes. Pamela got jokes. I don't think they can fix that hairline at the barbershop. All right, Pamela. All right. Just remember, you started it. Just remember, you started it. I be telling you, I don't start nothing. I don't start nothing. So just remember, you started it. Get them enhancements. No. They would not paint my head. No. Twin one knows anything flying around in the basement again. Not right now, but I did, and I watched it. I watched what do you call them? Oh, what do you call them things? The little lizards that be running around. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Like a salamander. I watched a salamander get in my house today. But it's not that hot, right? So it's not that hot. So Mrs. Livingston turned off the AC, opened up the windows. Just beautiful. She opens up the windows. So, of course, that means the window is open. And we got, what do they call them? The windows that slide. We don't raise them up this way. They slide open. Gigantic windows. And then you got the screen in there. I watched the lizard. Apparently he came in, crawling up. It failed again. I don't like that. Apparently he climbed up the brick, which lizards can do that. They got skills. He climbed up the brick. I saw him jump on the window, and then he squeezed in between the window and the screen. He squeezed in between the window and the screen. He was in the house, and then he jumped down on the floor, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to catch a lizard. So then I saw him, and I chased him, and he ran down the stairs, and I chased him on down the stairs, and then trapped him in the little area, the little, I don't know what you call it, little area where you first come into the house. Trapped him in that little area. Got, and it was simple, and then, got a box and covered the box up and then took him outside and threw him out. But I was like, I watched the lizard break into the house. I watched him break in. Now, I wanted to kill him. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to kill him. Because you break in my house, that's, what I'm saying? The law gives me the right to do whatever. But Mrs. Livingston, she's sentimental to the animals and creatures and stuff. She's sentimental. So, yeah, when I was going, and she was like, just catch him and throw him outside. And I'm like, no, he got to die. Just catch him and throw him outside. So, I just caught him and threw him outside. And then she was not happy with the way I threw him outside. She said, how did you throw him outside? What you mean how? He was in a box. I took the top off the box and kind of tossed him into the yard. And you should have put the box down on the ground and then nicely shooed him out of the box so he could just run. No, you asking too much. You asking too much. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And somebody said I need to fix that window. There's nothing wrong with the window. The window function is actually one of the new windows that we just had put in. The window functions exactly the way it's supposed to function. It's just the way that those screens are, because the screen can slide from one side of the window to the other side of the window. So there is some little bit of space in there. They're gonna be able to come in anytime the window is open. They can slide between that window pane and the screen because it's not airtight. So there's nothing wrong with the window. It's just they can do stuff. Got to keep my eye out. Got to keep my eye out for them. That's it. Okay, Ron says he's here. Good afternoon, Ron. Good afternoon. Alethea want to talk about the taste of Cincinnati. What about the taste of Cincinnati? What do you want to talk about it? Uh, I'm still going through my hellos. Still going through my hellos. Logic Slayer in the house. Good afternoon, Logic Slayer. I already said good afternoon, little man. Um, Sea Breeze says you didn't say it was good to see the rest of us. I think I did mentally. You have to lock in mentally, and you would have felt it. You would have felt it. How tall is E Man? I'm 5'5". 5'5". Some people don't like when I say five. I'm 5'5". 5'5". 5 feet 5 inches. Um, let's see. Let's see. Will in the house. I see you, Will. Good afternoon, Will. Hope everyone had a productive week and have a relaxing weekend. And Will is in the building. What's good? Nothing, Will. What's good with you? What's good with you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Dwayne in the house representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon, Dwayne. Lewis in the house. Lewis in the house. Good afternoon, Lewis. Thank you for joining the show. Um, let me finish with my hellos here. CK, hold on. Let me finish with my hellos, okay? Hold on just a second. Let me see, because I'm going through. It looks like I might have gotten everyone. Darren. Good afternoon, Darren. Good afternoon. Jerica talk about get her some water. She got some water. Y'all let me do this. Let me do this over here with that little baby. Um, didn't Nate say he was gonna flip over a wheelchair? No, that was somebody else who flipped over Sister Francis's wheelchair. We're not gonna say no
Hello?
names. CK, yeah, hold on just a second. Hold on.
Oh,
We
no, I'm sorry.
we got Tanika in the house. Good afternoon, Tanika. Stephanie says, I'm not representing Hyde Park. Hyde is my last name. Did I say you were representing Hyde Park? I'm sorry. I apologize for that. My mind, apparently, my mind sees stuff that ain't there. When I see great, powerful, royal people, I always see the word purple. I don't know why. And I saw Hyde, and maybe I thought Hyde Park. So I apologize. Let's see. Cindy Hill. Good afternoon, Cindy. Um, da, da, da. Stephanie is representing Roselawn. Okay. Did you hear what Gary Owen said about Ohio women on Club Shay? I did not. I did not. I don't care for Gary Owen. Or is it Owens? I don't know. I don't care for him, so I did not watch that episode. He's exceptionally annoying to me. Always has been. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me see. I think I got everybody. CK, how you doing? CK, CK going
I'm
once.
sorry, I had to mute. My bad. That mute button was on. My
Okay, it's all good.
like you said, we're not going to use the word no more. Let's use robotic. Is robotic okay?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know the word. You said you don't like me to use the mentally challenged word.
You could just say mentally challenged or something.
You're right. You're right. But I just want to make a public apology to Daryl Carpenter for calling him out yesterday. He did nothing wrong, Mr. Livingston. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's not a bully. He's not a bully. He just was, taking jabs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
You know how we
and
do.
look,
We
I
just
say to most people, um, if you are in this chat, you kind of know the personalities and everything. Most people just in the chat are just watching, either just having fun, which I don't have a single problem with, having fun, kind of making jokes and everything like that, or discussing the topic. And I don't have a you have to understand that and kind of be able to take a joke. Pamela, just
yeah,
remember
yeah,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
have to be
but
able to take a joke.
like you said, he just take just what we call it, roasting. What do they call it? Joning,
They,
capping.
all of that, yes.
Yeah, yeah, it ain't that. But I just wanted to show you that's how we is in society today.
Okay.
The sensitivity, like T.G. Michael, he said he emotional. He said he emotional. You know what I mean?
Yes.
hmm Yep. So when that happened, I just felt that I had to clarify things. You know what I mean? See, nothing wrong with having a disagreement, coming back and saying you wrong. See, that's how
That's
you get
very true.
everything. You see what I mean? I was
Yes.
wrong. He's a good person. He know I got what you call mental challenges.
Okay.
So I just want to show, this how you show the young people. Hey, you just come back if you got a problem with somebody, because you see what happened to Kabaka Abba. He was murdered in front of the White House. Was that the White House? The
It,
courthouse, I mean.
yeah, it wasn't the White House. But yeah, the courthouse.
See what I mean? We got to come back and make right. You know what I mean? T.G. Michael, he kept it real. He said, you acting he emotional. Boom, he nailed it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because we so saddened and and then when you said what did we learn from that call, Raven Monday? What she say? Don't drop babies on their head.
Did she say that? That's a good lesson.
Yeah,
That is a good lesson.
that's what I'm saying. So we did get the truth out of the matter. So I just want people to see that,
Oh yeah,
you can
City
come
Hall, not
to.
the courthouse. You said he was shot in front of the courthouse, and I kind of agreed with you, but no, it was City Hall.
Now we way too old to be gunning each other down over this stuff, right?
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, let's just, make everything right. I was wrong. He didn't make no mistake. He just was, you know, making comments. So you can't let comments get you emotional, Emmanuel.
That's
Especially
true.
being the king of talk.
That's true. Well,
You know what I
sometimes they
mean?
do. I mean, I am human, even though I'm the king of talk. Even kings are human, and we have feelings, and you can say stuff that'll, hit a certain sensitive spot, and then
Mm.
other than that, you have to expect a response.
Yeah, just think like your favorite uncle, right? You got, how, like in
Right.
your younger days, you and your wife going over your favorite uncle house
Okay.
and going to see uncle and auntie. They don't want, so wifey don't want to go inside. I'm like, hold on, come in. This is a true story I'm telling you. I'm like, come on, now I'll wait out here. So I get over there, and then, I was probably in there 15, 20 minutes. When I come out, you know what she asked me?
No.
Because my uncle wasn't there.
So what did she
She
ask
said,
you?
what y'all was doing in there, effing?
Okay.
She said, what was y'all doing in there, effing? That's the end of the marriage, ain't it? How could you? That was so sick. It's like I'm begging you to come in, and then when I come out, you come at me so disrespectful like that. Ain't that now? That's a divorce, ain't it?
No.
You can handle that.
That's a conversation. Maybe some counseling, but not a divorce.
How could you think something so? I'm like, when you ask me a question like that, I'm like, I don't even know who you are
Well, then the
anymore.
question would be, what have you done to get to the point in your marriage where your wife trusts you so little?
What the? I just told you what I did. I went in there. I said, come
No,
in
that's
there.
what you did that day. But over the course of
Right.
your marriage, what had you done to foster such distrust?
Oh my God. That's like asking Cassie, what did she do before that to make him do what he did when he chased her out that
It's
hallway? Are you
nowhere
listening
near.
to
It's
yourself, King?
nowhere near the same. Nowhere near
You
the same.
blaming the victim. I'm the victim.
You maybe because without all the details, maybe you were the victim in that incident, but that doesn't necessarily mean over the course of the marriage you weren't the perpetrator and created a situation where you were not trusted.
Okay. And you remember last week when you said that the lady tried to stab you, right? The first thing women asked you in the comment section was, what did you do for her to try to stab you?
But no one tried to
Same exact thing.
stab you. No, it's not the same thing. One is an act of abuse. Another is the response of
Verbal abuse.
someone who doesn't trust someone.
So if your wife come from kicking it with her brother, and then you asking her, "Oh, what y'all was doing, having sex?" That ain't her. That's yo. That's not. Oh, so what did you do to make her think you no, you have a jealous. That's something. What's happened to you?
No,
That's
it
not
would.
you blaming the victim.
No, it would matter what she has done in the past. See, I wouldn't have that question because we have
Right.
no history of anything that would create a situation where I might not trust her. So the question, if I ask that question, it would be reasonable for her to say, "Wait, you don't trust me? What have I ever done to make you not trust me?"
Right. Right.
And then if
Right.
I had a
You.
list of things, like remember when you cheated on me with Ted, and remember when you cheated on me with Fred, and remember when you cheated on me with Gene, or remember when you cheated on me with Tom, remember when you cheated on me with Kelly, maybe that's why I don't trust you. And then all she could say is, okay, you might have a reason to not trust me. But if she's never done anything, then it's just unreasonable for me to, have such a distrust.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
I
why
respect it,
that's why
but
I asked the question, had you done anything at that point to foster that kind of distrust?
no, I understand what you're saying, but the way I took it is, okay, I think it's a setup. I think you're not coming in because you're planning. This is premeditated. That's the reason you didn't come in from the beginning.
Wait, so you were
Even
married.
if you're
Hold on. You were married.
married, going over favorite uncle, auntie
All
house.
right. In that marriage, had you ever done anything to create distrust?
I would say at that point, no.
Okay. Well then,
But that's the end. That represented the end. I'm
well,
like, oh no, you think like that, you perverted. Because I mean, I would feel the same way if I asked the same way. Like, what
then that
you?
means you didn't
That's
take
it.
your
That's
marriage
it.
very seriously, if you ask me.
Hell no, not after that point. I ain't won't be married nobody think like that.
Well,
Not at all.
then why didn't you know she thought like that before getting married?
So, the same reason Cassie didn't know she was gonna be getting her ass
It's
whooped
nowhere
running
near the
down the
same.
hallway.
It is nowhere near the
Verbal
same.
abuse
You
is still
can't.
abuse,
That
sir.
was
It's just
not
a different
verbal
first name.
abuse. If just asking you a question is not verbal abuse. But my point is, look, people, when you get married, you got to get married with the intent on being married to that person until you die. Not
Yep.
until somebody say something you don't like, not until somebody do something you don't like. If you doing marriage right, you getting married, you've gotten to know this person. They've gotten to know you. Y'all done talked about stuff. Y'all done experienced some stuff. And if you getting married, you need to be getting married to stay with that person forever. I'm not saying that there's nothing that anyone can do to, make you say, I meant forever, but that is inappropriate and I would not
Too much.
accept that. But
Right.
just asking a question to show a level of distrust, that to me is not grounds for divorce.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, I agree with you. It got some. Yeah, you're right. I agree 1,000. 1,000. I appreciate the therapy session. You know what I'm saying? You listening to my soliloquy. I'm gonna have to listen some more, man. And thank Raven. Like she said it. Don't drop babies on the head. They come out like me, a damn fool, plum fool. That's what they call them down south, plum fool.
All right,
Much
CK.
love to the family, man. I'm gonna listen to the show.
All right, CK. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't believe a whole lot of stuff that CK say is 100% real. But at the same time, I address them as if I believe they're real, because they might be. Because they might be. So, and I think he does bring up some interesting things in his own interesting way. But yeah, man, marriage is supposed to be till death do you part. If nobody break any of them vows, if nobody break any of those vows, y'all supposed to be together until somebody die. Now you start breaking vows, then you gotta weigh, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you wasn't as serious as I thought or whatever. But if those vows don't get broken, you're supposed to stay together. B-Rap,
Emanuel Livingston, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fine, man. I just got a quick question, man.
All right.
What was the reason why you was boycotting football?
Not was, are. I'm currently boycotting the NFL, not football, the NFL. I watch
Okay.
college. I was trying to watch that United football, but for whatever reason I couldn't catch a lot of it. So I'm not boycotting football. I'm boycotting the NFL, and the reason
Mhm.
is because I didn't like the message that they sent to Colin Kaepernick when Colin Kaepernick took that knee. I felt like the message they were sending to these celebrities, to these athletes in the NFL, you can stand for a lot of stuff. We'll put up with a
Mhm.
lot of stuff. But if you are sending a message that's, in particular to the black community, and you're saying you want to see equity and justice for the black community, we will not tolerate that in this league. And I feel like by blackballing him and not giving him a chance, that was the message that they were sending to the other players in the league. So I said, until he gets a chance, a legitimate chance, is signed to a team or gets a legitimate tryout, I won't be watching them. Now, I did then amend that just a little bit because I said if they get a black majority owner, I'll end that boycott as well. So that's the reason.
Well, you can forget about Colin Kaepernick getting a tryout. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
And secondly, damn, my girlfriend called. She looked good. Anyway, I call her back. Secondly, okay, so Vince, so you're an avid wrestling fan, right?
I am a wrestling fan, yes.
So Vince McMahon used the word nigga.
Okay.
So do you feel like that's not worth boycotting wrestling?
Vince McMahon is not in the WWE. He's not an owner, he's not a shareholder, nothing.
But when he did use the word, he was still an owner and a shareholder.
Okay. I don't
Did
feel
you
like
boycott?
Go ahead.
Did you feel like that was worth boycotting
No.
or not?
No.
But you know what I'm talking about,
I do.
don't you?
Yeah.
So you feel like that just wasn't in context? He was just joking around by using the word nigga?
I thought it was inappropriate. I would have liked to see him, get booted, which eventually he did. But no, when he used it at that point, actually I didn't see that. I'm gonna say episode. I didn't actually see it, but I did see clips of it. And it wasn't that a thing in terms of me that at that time I felt like was that big of a deal. And it also wasn't sending a message. It was offensive. but it wasn't sending the message to the wrestlers that you better not speak up for justice or equality for black people, or we're going to get rid of you.
Got you. Okay, I just thought that it just paralleled a little bit. I just wanted to see where your head
I could
was.
see that. I mean, I could see you saying the parallel, but that happened how long ago?
Like in between 2008 and 2010.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure when he did that, the little thing, that was well before then.
Well, okay, between 2006 and 2008.
I don't think so. I think that was in the 90s.
No, absolutely not. It was not in the 90s.
But
because,
I don't
look.
I don't know. I'm telling you,
He said it twice.
I don't know when it was. And like I said, at that time, if I recall, when he said it, that was like during the Monday Night Wars. And in the Monday Night Wars, I picked WCW. I wanted to see WCW
it was
win.
not that early, Emanuel, because you know who was the champion at that time?
No, who?
It was the guy who do the hand thing in your face or whatever. It was because he had a black persona, and Vince McMahon was talking to him during the skit.
Yeah, I never liked him. I really did cool off of WWE during the Monday Night Wars and when John Cena was the champion, because I never liked John Cena. So again, I saw the clip, but wasn't that big of a deal to me.
Got you. Okay, all right, that's what's up. Okay then, man, let me go ahead and call my girl back, but she's gonna cuss me out. I might have to call you to verify something.
I'm a little disturbed that I took precedence over your girl, but
you know what? That is kind of disturbing because I just texted her and told her I was on the radio, but I'm gonna go ahead and call her back. But thanks, man.
All right, B-Rap.
All right, now.
All right. I don't understand what's the big deal about it. Look, y'all, it's this simple. I'm not watching the NFL. If you want to watch it, you watch it. I don't ask you to explain to me why you watching it. So I don't have to explain to you why I'm not. And I don't have to justify it against other people. I mean, using that logic, I'm certain that somebody at every movie studio has used the N-word. So that would mean I can't watch no movies. I'm certain somebody at every record company has used the N-word. So that means I can't listen to no music. I'm sure somebody at Apple has used the N-word. So now I can't use a Mac or my iPhone. I'm sure somebody at Microsoft has used the N-word. So I can't use a PC or type something on Microsoft Word. I bet you somebody at Blackmagic Design has used the N-word. So that means I can't use none of their camera equipment. Just the logic in that doesn't make sense to me. If you think what Vince McMahon did was so bad, then you shouldn't watch WWE. And I would support your decision. There you go. It's that simple. It's that simple. Let's see. Then why did you? That is your personal reason. No explanations necessary. Well, I mean, I like to answer to people. I like to answer them. I don't mind people understanding. All I'm saying is you can't. You're not gonna change my mind because I don't agree with you. But if you want to ask me, I'll answer. And then you got, people, everybody, you got a right to your opinion, but that's you. Key.
Hey, what's going on, Emanuel? How are you today?
Doing good.
Oh, okay. I was just calling to say hey, see what you up to.
Just doing this show. What you getting into over the weekend?
I'm not for sure. I want to go to the Taste of Cincinnati, but I don't want to be out there in that heat. Then I don't know if it's gonna rain, so it all depends on what the weather
You
gonna
can
do.
go. The little heat ain't gonna bother you. Take your little umbrella, and then no, really, and then that way you covered either way. If you get too hot, you pop up the umbrella. You got portable shade, and then if it rains, then that covers you because you got the umbrella. Take
Okay, then
yourself, take yourself a little black umbrella. That's your portable shade and protection from the rain. Go on down there and enjoy yourself.
Okay, so if I pop somebody in the face when I'm opening up the umbrella on and off, it's okay?
Well, I mean, you can be
Hey,
careful.
Preston.
I
Hey,
imagine
Jason. Hey,
you're an
Madonna.
adult, so you can be careful enough to not pop somebody in the face when you open up the umbrella.
You know I got to make a joke, Emanuel. Now, that shirt you got on, who you talking to?
Talk, little baby.
The grandbaby?
She's trying to
okay.
She's trying to get my charger. Here, you can try it. But I don't think it's
Hey,
working.
Tria.
Little baby. Is it working? Okay, you can just leave it. Well, if you're gonna leave it, just take it upstairs and plug it in on the real charger. Okay. It ain't gonna be charged though.
Hey, Phyllis. What you gonna do when she gone, Emanuel?
All
What you gonna
kind
do
of
with
stuff.
yourself?
I'm gonna do all kind of stuff. Just enjoy myself. My Thursdays and Fridays will be and Saturdays and Sundays will be a little more free.
Hey, Brenda Early. No, you probably gonna forget it one day. You're gonna get up and wake up. Say if you fall asleep, you're gonna wake up and run out of there because you're gonna think you're supposed to pick little baby up.
That might happen. I could see that happen.
Hey, Lamont. Yeah. Okay. That shirt you got on, did you make that too, or that's actually a Levi shirt?
No, this is an actual Levi shirt. I didn't make.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, you done took a trademark too.
Oh, I'll take a trademark. I don't care.
I know you will.
Yeah, I will make myself a shirt with somebody else's trademark.
I know, because I want one of them. What is it? Adidas Jordan? What's the one with the Jordan?
Air Adidas.
Okay, yeah, I want one of them. But I'll probably wear it in the house because I ain't trying to get caught out there with your shenanigans.
They can't sue you for that. I keep telling you.
You using a trademark.
So what? I'm not selling it. Again, it's almost like saying.
Oh, so you're going to give it to me for free?
No, it's almost like saying you wouldn't be allowed to draw Mickey Mouse. Like, oh, I can't draw Mickey Mouse. They'll sue me. Of course you can draw Mickey Mouse. You can't.
But you on a national platform showing it. I'm being the comfort of my own home.
You can. It don't matter.
Hey,
you
Jason.
can. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to help y'all understand.
But wait a minute. You said you wouldn't sell them. So can I get a what is it then? A Jordan Adidas?
It's Air Adidas and
okay, Air Adidas. So can I get one on the house?
No.
Why?
You try to get me sued.
How am I gonna get you sued? I'm not gonna wear it outside.
You can't be distributing it either.
I'm
it's kind
not.
of the same.
What you?
It's kind of the same. I can make one. I can wear one.
But you were just on. Did you forget you was on this platform talking about you was making somebody one? I ain't gonna say who. I ain't gonna incriminate. So, okay, slide it to me. Man, you a hot mess. What's going on, twin?
That's not twin. That's little man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got some little inside thing going on, huh?
No. He little man.
Well,
that's his new name. He just ain't changed it on here yet.
Oh, okay. You gonna change yours to a gorgeous Emanuel Livingston instead of?
No, it was.
Okay.
That was my wrestling name, Gorgeous Rick Rhodes.
Oh. Okay.
When I was wrestling, when I was a professional wrestler, that was my name.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I ain't want much. Just kind of say hey, see what's going on, tell everybody hey in the chat, and I don't know what's going on this weekend. Like I say, man, we'll see what's going on. What you doing this weekend?
I'm hanging out with the family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't doing nothing like in particular.
Well, I don't.
Or you don't want to give up your location?
I wouldn't give up the location. Somebody has rented a big giant house somewhere, and we're all going over to this gigantic house with a pool and all of these
Oh,
other big amenities, and we're
so you
gonna
rich now,
enjoy the
huh?
weekend. I have some rich relatives, and we're gonna
Well, you be talking
enjoy,
about Myosha and that
and
you
we're
rich
gonna
too.
no,
And
not me.
Wyatt, look at
I
you.
have some rich relatives, and we're gonna actually none of us are rich. It's one of them things where, you know what I'm saying, you get enough people and people chip in and all of that kind of stuff. You could do all kind of stuff. But again, one of my relatives, I'm not gonna say who, rented out a big old house, and we all going to hang out. I think she's doing like a Saturday night is a girls' night, and they all the women and the girls are
Twin, be
sleeping
quiet.
over,
Why are you in the
and
chat
then like Monday is
commenting
the
constantly?
cookout and whatnot.
Oh, okay. All right, it sounds pretty cool. Y'all got to wear all white.
No,
Okay, it ain't a white party
no,
type deal.
no.
Okay, you know I got to mess with you, man. All righty, well, I was just kind of say, hey, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Everybody be safe. Man, you gonna be on Monday?
No.
You not?
I'll be at the big house chilling,
Oh, okay. So you gonna
probably
be there? The,
swimming in the pool.
okay, you gonna be there on Monday too, huh?
No, Monday is the cookout. The women
Oh,
is
okay.
kicking it on Saturday, and I don't know what's happening on Sunday. I'll be at church on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, don't talk too loud 'cause I hear little baby. You done talking about going swimming and stuff, and she ain't gonna be here in the
She'll
big house.
no,
Why
she'll
you do
be
that? Why
here.
you do that in front of her?
She's leaving. What is it? Wednesday?
Oh, okay. So she gonna be there too at the
Yeah,
big house.
yeah.
Okay. Long as she included. She want to get on the air. What she got to say? Tell her we here. What she got?
She
What she
says she
talking
don't know
about?
when she leaving. She just know it's in 4 days.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tell her. Ask her what else she want us to know. Give her the mic, Emanuel. She the queen. Queen to
She
talk.
she
Let her
is she is
talk.
just fine over there doing what she's doing.
Oh, you hating on her? You think she gonna take over your show and get too much shine, huh? And you
Uh,
got to change the title.
Not concerned about that at all. I would have to
Oh, you better be.
drag her kicking and screaming in front of this camera and make her talk to y'all under threat of
Nah,
violence.
nah. I think she'll do it on her own. You just gotta give it.
Oh, you don't believe me? Here, come here. Talk to the people. Come on. Come on. Come talk to the people.
Of course, she ain't gonna talk when you saying it like that.
Come on. They want to see you. They want to congratulate you on your trip. Come on. See? She don't want to come over here.
Right, because you doing all that. Now
Oh, what? All I said was come over here and talk to the people. Doing all
usually
what?
should be sitting right behind you. You done ticked her off about something.
She ain't been sitting behind me in a minute. She got her own little chair over there. She's straight.
Oh, because you got that, and then too because you was talking about her about the workout equipment, talking about she wasn't doing much, so she mad at you.
No, she
First
over
of
there
all,
on the elliptical.
right?
She
She say,
just got
first
off
of
the
all, don't be
elliptical.
telling them I ain't working out hard because you don't get on it. Second of all, don't be telling them I'm eating up all your fruity pebbles. Don't be telling my business. So she mad at you. That's why she ain't sitting next to you.
We not concerned about
Alrighty,
that.
man. Let me go ahead. Like I said, I was just kind of say, hey, everybody in the chat, everybody enjoy their weekend again. Alrighty, man. I see you. Well, I guess whenever you
All right,
finish with the
Key.
mansion and stuff.
Key, enjoy your holiday weekend.
Alrighty, I will talk to you later.
All right. Yeah, a lot of people don't use umbrellas to their full potential. They don't use umbrellas to their full potential. When it is hot outside, carry an umbrella. That is portable shade. Get yourself a nice black umbrella. You can get a small one or you can get a big one. I used to carry, it all depends on what I'm doing. When my son was, baseball games and stuff like that, I never helped coach baseball. But when my son had baseball games and we sit in the stands watching these little kids play baseball, I'd take a little umbrella and, hold it up, block out the sun. It's portable shade. Portable shade. Little man.
What's up, little man?
How you doing, little man?
Man, that ain't my name. I called you little man. I ain't want nothing, man. At work and stuff, ready to go. Still keep quit being nosy, man. You want to know everything, huh? Hey, 99 questions like the report. What's on the topic today, E man?
I don't have a topic today. I've not talked about anything yet.
Oh, you ain't got nothing to talk about, but any other day you talk about.
What do you want
Only
to talk
thing you
about?
had to talk about is
What do you
ain't
want?
nothing too much, but you had
It is
so you
it
say you
is
don't watch live?
First Amendment Audit Fridays, and so I do have a
Man, I don't care
video that
about
I'm
that.
going to share in a little bit. But
Hey,
no,
E-Man,
no topic.
so you still don't watch the NFL?
Say that again.
I say you still don't watch the NFL?
Correct. I still don't watch the NFL.
You got a good point, though, man. You got a good point. I just want to know, Emmanuel, if Black Lives Matter and all that crazy stuff, why they ain't ride with Kaepernick?
Hold on. Let me address something. I understand that there are people who did not like the organization that called themselves Black Lives Matter. I get that.
Okay, well,
But it does bother me when I hear people say, like, oh, I don't, this whole, if Black Lives Matter this and if Black Lives Matter that. But come on, can't we all agree that Black Lives matter?
yeah, it matters, though, but if y'all
Right.
pushing that narrative in that organization, why the hell y'all ain't pushing for Carmen Kaepernick? Why ain't pushing for all these kids that's getting murdered and everything? Come on, man, if it really matters. You just can't matter because of George Floyd case.
No,
It's been doing that for years.
hold on.
No,
But
come on, man.
but
Come
you
on with
agree
that.
that it matter, right?
I mean, no, I mean, I don't agree with their organization because
Okay.
if it's a matter, keep it going, man.
Well, let me ask you
What's
this.
it called? Took a
What did
stand.
you
Only
do?
one took a stand was I didn't
What?
do shit because I don't who.
Wait a minute. You just said
What?
Black Lives Matter, but you didn't do anything to stop
I'm,
murdering of
I'm,
young black men or to help Colin Kaepernick.
I mean, when I went to the football games, Cincinnati football games, or when I went to other places, I had to stand up. I didn't stand up. I still do it today. After Kaepernick did that, I don't stand up for the national anthem. Yeah, I stand on that when he did that. I was like, oh, they want to do this, huh?
Maybe they
And I was
also
understand why he was.
so wait a minute, little man. Maybe they don't stand up for the national anthem. So that's what they're doing.
I mean, I guess they probably is. Man, you got some fun say people. I'm just saying, with their organization though, whatever they call themselves, uh, they should stand up for the since all this killing and all that's going on. Just not stand up for all Black Lives Matter for when we got killed. Why
Okay.
it can't be
So
every day?
wait a minute. So you just finished saying though, twin, that you agree that Black Lives Matter. So what are you doing to stop all of the killing in the neighborhood?
I'm not doing a damn thing.
But how? So why do you criticize them for what you perceive they're not
No,
doing, but you're not doing anything?
man, I talk to young folks and everything when I every chance I get, man.
Maybe they
Like
do
when
as
I be
well.
trying to make it down, man, they don't talk to shit. So I
How do you
don't even hear
know?
about that no more.
How do you
Man,
know?
yeah, right. Man, you don't hear nothing else about Black Lives Matter no more. Only last time you heard somebody did something to their decoration from the city hall. That's the only last time I heard of when they
Okay.
talked about it. Other than that,
Look,
man,
first,
they don't talk
that
about that
wasn't
pump faking
necessarily
group.
the organization Black Lives Matter that put the little mural out there on the street. I want to minimize the little mural. They put the mural out on the street. But my point, little man, is you're being critical of someone for not doing the same thing that you're not doing. So how are you any better than them?
Just like what the caller took a stand for Martin Luther King. What Negro you know right as of today took the torch of Martin Luther King? Because all this we bad shooting and all this killing, drug selling and all that, what leader right now, civil rights leader, whoever, taking a stand right now that Martin Luther King did? Name me one.
Uh,
Can't say
I-
firm in a suit. Cause,
how about I'll name you one that hasn't. Twin.
man, go on with that, dude. See, if I can't even talk to you right, because you're on that mess, man.
Oh,
man,
wait
I
a minute.
should be
No, you
your
don't
age.
like it. You don't like it when I criticize you for what you're not doing, but it's okay for you to criticize everybody else for what they're not doing.
No. No, my thing is this. If y'all want this and all that, a lot of politicians gonna push the issue on all this.
Do you
So
want
your
to see
local
all of that?
politician like this. Huh?
Do you want to see peace in the streets?
Yes.
So what are you doing to achieve it?
I'm not doing nothing.
So then don't
young people
criticize
out
anybody else. If you're doing nothing, then you don't criticize other people who are doing nothing. Y'all all doing the same thing.
Do you talk to young people and stuff
Yes.
and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You ain't never hear your ass mention I'm doing this for the young youth and all. I don't think you mention you playing a damn keyboard or something.
Because I do stuff for the old
hook
youth.
up a keyboard. Yeah. Sure, okay. All right,
Yeah.
now I'm about to end this convo because you acting crazy, man. Hey, can't
You're
even
right.
talk to you right.
You're right. Look,
You and your family, everybody
because
have a good weekend.
all I'm doing, little man, is I'm putting a mirror up to you. Everything you say about them, I'm asking you to look at yourself in the mirror. You can't, well, you can, but I don't think it's fair to criticize people for not doing the same thing that you're not doing.
No. People look up to these, well, I want to say these famous people and all them.
People look up to you. You the caller of the year.
Don't look up to me. Look up to heaven.
Wait a minute.
So I'm just saying.
Hold on. They didn't ask you to look up to them either.
Well, I'm just saying. People always get on, like, the famous people get on here and do this and say that and all that. And how would you go tell us what to do and everything and they not doing?
How you gonna tell them what to do and you're not doing it?
I'm saying they hypocritical about their situation, whatever.
Then wouldn't that make you hypocritical as well?
No.
Wait a minute. You're saying that they should be doing something, but you admit that you're doing nothing. That makes you hypocritical.
So when took a stand and all that, if he took a stand and all that, why all his other people didn't follow Lee? A lot of people didn't follow him in that field.
Because they didn't feel like it. And then after he got in trouble because they feared that they would also be blackballed.
Okay. So, but Black Lives Matter though, right?
Yes. We both agreed that they do, right?
No, the hell it don't.
So you don't believe that Black Lives Matter?
Hell to the no, I don't.
Okay.
Believe that shit.
All right.
I believe it matter. I don't believe that organization.
No, I just asked you. You believe, so if you believe, forget the organization. If you believe that Black Lives Matter, what are you doing to make them matter?
No, you can have, it'd probably be stuff or something like that.
What are you talking about, Milk?
All right. Yeah, I think they got to take a court. All right, good luck. Yeah,
That's
what
good
say,
customer
man?
service. Nothing.
Oh, all right, I gotta go before you get me fired.
Don't get fired.
You have a good weekend.
All right, you do the same.
People and everything else. Well, you still full of it. I don't care what you say.
All right, little man.
My name ain't little man. Swing. But
all right. That was a little man. Look, y'all know my feelings on this. Y'all know my feelings on this. If you're doing nothing, you shouldn't criticize people doing nothing. You're doing nothing. If you're doing something, go ahead, criticize people who are doing nothing. But you can't criticize people doing nothing when you're doing nothing and then call them hypocrites because they're doing nothing. Hold on, Jason had a couple comments on here. Jason says, we are allowed to criticize BLM. BLM signed up to help black folks. Twin didn't sign up to help black folks. When Twin decided that Black Lives Matter to openly state that he believes that Black Lives Matter and that something should be done, yes, he did. If not, shut up. Anthony.
Hey, what's up, E?
How you doing?
I'm all right. Just quick disclaimer. I'm day drinking.
All right.
Anyway, yesterday's show, you called me and DC out about approving it for police to violate people's rights. Where did you see I said that? I mean, because you called me out, and I'm like, where did that come from?
Okay, well, let me say this, and I meant to mention this yesterday, but I got caught up. You said that you did not say that. But I thought I could have swore I saw a comment from you saying that the police should have cleared those kids out of that parking lot. So and
wrong.
And
I never said that.
Okay, and I meant to say yesterday when you said I didn't say that, I meant to say, okay, Anthony says he didn't say it, so I must have just in my mind transposed the comment from somebody else to Anthony and apologize to Anthony for attributing that statement to him. So since you're here now, I apologize for apparently incorrectly attributing that statement to you.
Apology accepted. Next question.
All right.
What's going on with our gun club, man? You moving slow, bro.
I am moving slow. Look, I can't lie. I am moving slow. I haven't moved on the gun club at all. I haven't moved on the gun club at all.
We need to get this together. We need hats. We need shirts.
Okay.
And a name for it.
Hold on. Do me this favor, if you don't mind. It'll help me. Send me your information. To just send me a message on Facebook. Send me your information. Phone number or something to get in touch with you. Will you do that?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. That'll help me, and I'll get in touch with you, and then you'll have my phone number, and then you can keep pressing me on it, and that'll help me move forward.
And also, can we get some silhouettes, some silhouettes made in the shape of like Roz, about his height?
I don't know how tall Roz is. I don't know.
Well, he's about 2'6", something like that, something in that area. He needs a ladder to actually get into his house.
You and Roz be going back and forth, man. I'm not getting into that.
Well, I'm gonna leave Roz alone because I don't want to have to fight Marcus. And I know their relationship, and I ain't trying to get into that. So I'm gonna leave him alone. But you have a great weekend, man. Enjoy your holiday. Love you, bro.
All right.
Later.
I told you it's not going to charge right there because apparently that's not working. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like it is working. Plug it back in. But you're going to have to leave it there for some amount of time. If it was all the way dead, you're going to have to leave it there and leave it alone. Here, give it to me. Sorry, y'all. Anna. What did you do? It was charging just a minute ago. All right, just leave it there. All right, sorry about that. Don't be no hater, B-Rap. I check my messages on Facebook every once in a while. I check them every once in a while. But what was I saying? Back to Lil Man talking about Black Lives Matter. I'm a huge proponent of, if you see a problem, Jason, in the world, if you see a problem in the world and you feel like something need to be done, do something. But it's not reasonable to me to say, ooh, I just identified a problem. I want somebody else to fix it. Somebody else say they gonna fix it, but they not working fast enough for me. So I'm gonna criticize them. But you've identified the same problem, but you wanna hold all the responsibility for fixing the problem of black people being killed. You want to leave that entire problem because an organization called themselves Black Lives Matter. Now it's their job to fix it, and you don't have to do anything. All you got to do is chill and criticize them for not fixing it to your satisfaction, not working hard enough, not working fast enough, not doing anything. But what are you doing? Well, nothing. But you agree that Black Lives Matter, yeah. So why are you not doing anything? Why should I do something? Because you think Black Lives Matter and you think something should be done. It's not fair. Jason says because they are experts, apparently. Jason, that's foolish. They never said they were experts. They just care. They just care enough. First, I don't believe in experts. I don't believe in experts. But a group of people getting together saying, oh, we see a problem. We should do something about it. And attempting to do something doesn't make them experts. And if that's what you believe, if you genuinely believe that everybody who identifies a problem and decides that they want to work to solve the problem is an expert, that says something about you. That says something about you. But they did say there were leaders and put them for sales out. They're as leaders, and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what that means. So I guess I can't really address that. If you would resend it, reword it and resend it, then I would appreciate it. Jason says, of course, everyone is not an expert. I was using BLM as an example. They never said they were experts. And if you believed that they were experts, again, that says something about you. Because guess what? What, you trying to sit down here? All right, let me move my transparencies. I don't usually have people down here sitting. I'm using this bench to hold my transparency, little baby.
Why do you put it over here? You always put it up there.
Well, I put them up there when I'm done with them, but I'm not done with these. But I'll just move them right here. Don't you worry about it. So you can sit down.
What time is it?
It is 4:45. Why?
Because I want to be done already.
Well, we'd be done at somewhere around 5 o'clock. We would be done earlier if you would talk to the people. Yeah, we would.
So if I talk to them, we're going to be done already?
We'll be done faster.
No.
Yeah. Tell them what you want to be when you grow up. But yeah, no, if you see a problem, like I don't know what the Alzheimer's Foundation is or whatever. But whatever they doing the best that they can do. Oh, the people were congratulating you for graduating from kindergarten and going to the first grade.
Why?
Because you graduated. People like that.
Well, why?
Why what?
Do I always have to graduate?
Why did you always have to graduate? How many graduations have you had?
2.
You had more than 2.
No.
You had the one the other day. You had 2 of them at your old school.
No.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-mm.
Remember the one where you ran and grabbed the diploma and then ran back to your seat?
Yeah, that was 2 days ago.
That was not 2 days ago. That was at the other school.
No, was it?
Oh,
It was 2 days ago.
it was not 2 days ago.
What?
It was not. Oh, they said you should get fireworks. You want fireworks for graduating? You got to watch the screen. Okay. Fireworks.
Right.
Oh. I forgot what I was talking about. Messing with this little baby. Oh, but it is First Amendment Fridays. I got a video for us. Now, some of y'all don't like First Amendment audits. This one is not really a First Amendment audit. And I chose this one specifically because it addresses some issues that have been discussed in relation to what happened at Withrow. Potentially some issues that apply, okay? I'm not saying it's this for this and that for that, but some of the issues, hopefully you'll be able to see it. Some of y'all won't see those issues, and I'll point them out to you. But this is not a First Amendment audit. This is just police saw something that they thought was suspicious, and they decided to investigate. Okay? They saw something that they thought was suspicious, and they decided to investigate. This is from a channel called Audit the Audit. Audit the Audit. So this isn't the full video, but just enough to look at what happened and look at some of the issues involved.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers the knock and talk doctrine, license plates, and searches of private businesses, and is brought to us by a private submission. After midnight on February 5th, 2024, Officer Crawford and Officer Abel of the Waite Park Police Department were on patrol when they noticed an open garage door at a local upholstery business in Waite Park, Minnesota. The door was open because Hunter Clems, the brother of the shop owner, was inside working on his car, which had broken down and could not be driven home until it was fixed. The encounter that followed was captured on Officer Crawford's body camera.
Police department! Come to the door!
Officer Crawford knocks on the door of the business and tells Mr. Clems to, quote, come to the door. As we have covered in previous episodes of ATA, under the so-called knock and talk doctrine, police officers are legally permitted under the Fourth Amendment to go to private property, knock on the door, speak with whoever answers the door, and try to obtain consent to search the premises, even without any reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. This is because, in general, any member of the public can knock on a door to attempt to engage in a consensual conversation with whoever answers the door without violating a reasonable expectation of privacy. During a standard knock and talk, the individual inside the property can choose not to answer the door, and the officers will then need to leave the property. However, when officers take actions that would lead a reasonable person to believe that they must open the door, a consensual knock and talk can be transformed into a Fourth Amendment search and seizure. As the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Minnesota, explained in the 2006 case of U.S. v. Poe, quote, although a person who opens a door in response to a simple knock by officers knowingly exposes to the public that which can be seen through the door, we have held that one who does so in response to a demand under color of authority does not open the door voluntarily. In the Poe case, an individual opened the door only after officers knocked persistently for 10 minutes and commanded him to open the door. The court determined that because, quote, a reasonable person would have concluded that he had no choice but to acquiesce and open the door, the encounter was not a consensual knock and talk, but rather a Fourth Amendment search that must be supported by probable cause. Now, in this situation, Officer Crawford did not simply knock on the door. He announced that he was the police and ordered Mr. Clems to answer. Based on these facts, Mr. Clems would have a strong argument that Officer Crawford's actions implicated the Fourth Amendment and that he did not open the door consensually.
Wouldn't call myself police if I wasn't them.
What's up? Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of my buddies fucking with me. I'm sorry.
No, man. I came by, saw the garage open. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm working on my car. I can't leave until I get it fixed.
Okay.
You scared the shit out of me.
No worries.
I was over there drilling, so yeah.
Is it just you here?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay. You have permission to be here, or is this your shop, or?
Yeah, I have permission to be here.
Okay, is it your shop?
No, it's my buddy's shop.
It's your buddy's shop?
But I work here, and I'm allowed here. I have a key here, so.
Okay.
I'm doing the transmission on something on the transmission on my car, so I'm not allowed to, can't really leave.
I gotcha. I gotcha. You got your ID on your butt?
No, I didn't commit a crime.
Listen here, man. What I'm saying is, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. There's an open door. You're inside. I'm asking for your ID. Just let my bosses know, my boss, who I'm talking to. You're not in trouble.
You don't need to ID me. I'm not in trouble.
Hey, let's not do this.
So here's the point. Here's part. I'm assuming you work here, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay,
yeah.
let's say you don't. What? No, just hold on.
You guys are gonna give me the whole rundown and then try to give me the ID myself for no reason because I didn't commit a crime. I'm inside a
It's more than just a crime, man. You work here, right? Let's say we find this door open, no one in here, or it turns out it's burglarized, and I have to contact someone.
But it's not. I'm not committing a crime. You don't need my ID.
Cool.
The officers ask Mr. Clems to identify himself, and Mr. Clems refuses. Now, although Minnesota has not passed a so-called stop and identify statute requiring citizens to identify themselves to law enforcement, an individual who refuses to identify themselves during a lawful Terry stop can potentially be convicted of violating the state obstruction statute. Section 609.50 of the Minnesota statutes criminalizes obstructing, resisting, or interfering with a peace officer while they are engaged in the performance of official duties, and courts have found a refusal to identify to constitute obstruction under certain circumstances. We have discussed the details of identification requirements in Minnesota at further length in a previous episode of ATA, and I've included a link to this episode in the description down below. However, for this encounter, it is essential to note that, as the Supreme Court held in the 1979 case of Brown versus Texas, individuals cannot be criminally punished for refusing to identify themselves when the officer demanding identification does not have reasonable suspicion to believe that they are involved in criminal conduct. In this situation, the only basis for Officer Crawford's suspicion is that Mr. Clems was inside a private business after hours. There were no signs of forced entry and no signs of any sort of criminal activity occurring inside the business. Mr. Clems provided a reasonable explanation for his presence at the business that was consistent with the location, and the vehicle he was working on was clearly visible. The business owner had not reported an intruder at the property, and Officer Crawford had not received any calls reporting a break-in or unauthorized individual at the business. Accordingly, it seems unlikely that a court would determine that Officer Crawford had the reasonable suspicion necessary to require Mr. Clems to identify himself.
Now, and I saw where Nokia says that's Minnesota law. A lot of the laws are very similar. And it's pretty much the same thing here in Ohio. And this is almost, because this is the part where it, I won't say mirrors, but there's some similarities. Police show up. No one of any authority over the property has called to say there are some unauthorized people on the property. They haven't gotten a complaint from the owner or any authorized person to say that there's an unauthorized person on the property. The police don't see a law being broken, and there's almost nothing at that point that legally they can do. They got what seemed like a reasonable explanation. We're allowed to be here. And absent a complaint from the property owner, the police can't just take it into their own hands to be getting people, kicking people off of property. That's just the way the law works. It's just the way the law works. Not just in Minnesota, but in most of the states. And they can do what these guys did later on and call and find out that this person have property. I mean, have a reason to be there. Are they allowed to be there or whatever? But they can't just come in and say, you don't look like you belong here, leave. That's just not the way the law works. All right, I'll go back to the video.
That's how it is.
Oh, is that how it is?
Yeah, it is.
Charles David
I have
Robert,
rights.
802. It's not about rights, man. It's about you're in a
I'm
shop.
not committing a crime.
We don't know that.
Well,
Or we call the owner. We figure out who you are.
so what's the crime? Suspicion?
Huh?
Since when is suspicion a crime? Or
Well,
when is we don't know that a crime?
What we're doing is we're going to make
You
it a
guys
bigger
are
thing than it needs to be.
disgusting. Get out of here. Look at my freaking license plate number. God,
Absolutely.
you guys are disgusting. Get out of here.
From the doorway, Officer Crawford looks at the license plate on Mr. Clem's vehicle and calls the number into dispatch. Courts have generally concluded that the Fourth Amendment does not require officers to have any level of suspicion to look at a license plate number and run a search for the number in a police database. As the Supreme Court explained in the 1986 case of New York versus Class, quote, "The state's intrusion into a particular area, whether in an automobile or elsewhere, cannot result in a Fourth Amendment violation unless the area is one in which there is a constitutionally protected reasonable expectation of privacy." In the 2002 case of U.S. versus Sparks, the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals held that, quote, "No person possesses a privacy interest in their license plates. As such, officers can run tags of a vehicle in plain view without implicating the Fourth Amendment. However, officers cannot violate the Fourth Amendment in order to put themselves in a position to observe the license plate. Since, as we discussed earlier in this episode, Officer Crawford may have violated the Fourth Amendment by ordering Mr. Clems to open the door, it is therefore possible that a court would conclude that Officer Crawford also violated the Fourth Amendment by running Mr. Clems's tags."
You don't need my ID.
Well, we're going to go down a road we don't really need to go down, man.
Why do I need my name in your system any more than it has to be?
It's just you work here. Let's just make sure that you do.
How are you going to prove that I do?
Huh?
How are you going to prove that I do?
Well, I can always call the business owner in the
have
morning.
fun. He's
right?
not going to answer because he's sleeping.
Okay, I can call the business owner in the morning.
Okay.
I can give him your name.
Okay.
And he says, "Oh yeah, he works here. No problem." And we're done.
You ain't going to call it in because there's nothing going on.
But then, say you don't work here, right?
He's going to call it in that his shop's been with.
Yep, and then
So
I know
right away in the morning.
And then I know who was here, and I can.
I don't have to help you with your investigation.
Perfect.
It's on my rights.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check and make sure. Watch out.
But no, I don't know. I don't
touch me.
I don't
Back
give you
up.
consent. I don't give you consent.
This isn't your
How
personal
how
property.
not?
Move.
What? How? You don't have the right to do this.
I do.
No, you don't. What are you going to check for, dude?
Who else is here? Just you?
Nobody.
Okay.
Dude, you don't have the right to do this. Get out of here.
It's not your personal property. I'm going to make sure nothing looks burglarized in here.
Oh my God! You don't have the right to do this.
I
dude.
absolutely do, sir.
Nothing is burglarized.
Okay.
Get out of here. I did not give you permission to be in here.
Well, you don't have to give me permission.
Yes, I do. You can't just come into a private property.
Despite Mr. Clems's repeated objections, Officer Crawford searches the business premises. As the Supreme Court explained in the 1967 case of Camara versus Municipal Court, quote, "Except in certain carefully defined classes of cases, a search of private property without proper consent is unreasonable unless it has been authorized by a valid search warrant." Now, while the language of the Fourth Amendment only mentions, quote, "the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects," the Supreme has repeatedly held that business premises are protected by the Fourth Amendment. For instance, in the 1967 case of C versus City of Seattle, the Supreme Court determined that, quote, "the businessman, like the occupant of a residence, has a constitutional right to go about his business free from unreasonable official entries upon his private commercial property," and that, therefore, now quoting again, "the basic component of a reasonable search under the Fourth Amendment, that it not be enforced without a suitable warrant procedure is applicable to business as well as to residential premises. It is important to note that, as the Supreme Court summarized in the 1987 case of New York versus Berger, quote, "The court long has recognized that the Fourth Amendment's prohibition on unreasonable searches and seizures is applicable to commercial premises as well as to private homes. An owner or operator of a business thus has an expectation of privacy in commercial property, which society is prepared to consider to be reasonable. An expectation of privacy in commercial premises, however, is different from, and indeed less than, a similar expectation in an individual's home. Nonetheless, much of the case law involving the so-called reduced expectation of privacy in business premises applies to administrative inspections designed to enforce regulatory statutes, not traditional police searches conducted for the gathering of criminal evidence. And since Officer Crawford was engaged in a criminal investigation and not an administrative inspection when he entered the business premises, which at the time were not open to the public, it is likely that a court would conclude that his search violated the Fourth Amendment, unless he had so-called exigent circumstances to enter the property without a warrant. The Supreme Court cautioned in the 1984 case of Welsh versus Wisconsin that, quote, "Exceptions to the warrant requirement are few in number and carefully delineated, and that the police bear a heavy burden when attempting to demonstrate an urgent need that might justify warrantless searches." The court then noted that it had only recognized a few such emergency conditions, such as the hot pursuit of a fleeing felon, the potential destruction of evidence, and an ongoing fire. Similarly, the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals stated in the 2008 case of U.S. versus Williams, quote, "Exigent circumstances are present where lives are threatened, a suspect's escape is imminent, or evidence is about to be destroyed." And in the Poe case we discussed earlier in this episode, the Eighth Circuit noted that, quote, "A legitimate concern for officer safety or the safety of others may constitute an exigent circumstance, and a warrantless entry into a residence may be justified if an officer has a reasonable fear of harm." Now, although there was clearly no ongoing emergency or a threat to anyone's safety, Officer Crawford could potentially argue that he was concerned that Mr. Clems could destroy some sort of evidence inside the premises. However, as the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals explained in the 1990 case of U.S. versus Munoz, quote, "In addition to showing exigent circumstances, the government must show that the officer had probable cause to search the apartment." And as we mentioned earlier in this episode, it is doubtful that Officer Crawford even had reasonable suspicion, let alone probable cause. And as such, it is likely that a court would determine that the search of the business violated the Fourth Amendment.
Get out of here.
Copy. What was that name again?
You can't just come into here for no reason. I didn't commit a crime.
Say it again.
I didn't commit a crime, so you can get out of here now.
10-4. Hunter?
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Yeah,
Have a good
cool.
night.
Thanks for violating my rights.
It's not your rights. It's
Yes, it
private
is.
business.
It's my rights. This is private property. You
It
can't
is
just
a
walk
private
in.
business at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're in
Private
here,
business.
and
You
and
get that?
Will not,
Private
and you will not
business.
identify yourself.
Private
I
business.
don't know who
I
you
don't
are.
have to. I didn't commit a crime.
You're in a private business
So?
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Past the
2
hours
o'clock
of
in the
closing.
morning does not matter.
Past the hours of
I'm
closing.
over 18.
That's
Past the
fine.
hours of closing. This is a
Past the
private
hours of
business.
closing. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The garage is open. You're inside. The business has been closed, I'm assuming, since about 5, 6 o'clock.
So what does that tell you? The garage
That
is
it
open.
could possibly be burglarized. Yeah, you could be in here doing something you're not supposed to. That
Because
you may not
burglarized-
have permission to
Why
be
would I
in
leave
here.
that open
Hold on,
if I was
hold on.
burglarizing something?
Hold on, I don't know that. But what I can do is now I can confirm that this person, this vehicle was inside of this business, and if the owner calls in tomorrow and says, this person was in here and you didn't have permission to be, then I know who I can come and talk to first. You understand?
Yeah,
You have
but
any
you're still
questions
violating
about
my
that?
rights.
It's not
I
your
don't
rights.
have to tell you that.
Well, you do.
No, I really don't.
You do.
No, I
If you
could-
can make
I
it a
could've-
bigger deal
I
than
could
it
have
needs
just
to
not
be.
answered the door.
You could have, and then I would have went in underneath there.
Then you would have broke into a business.
That's not breaking in. I'm the police. I'm in charge to make sure
You don't
the
have
crime-
rights. I told you you could not come in here.
Yep, and
You don't have rights to come in here.
Well, you're not identifying yourself. A business has been
I don't
closed
have
for
to.
hours.
I don't have to.
Like I said, I'm not.
I don't have to help you in your investigation, dude. So you can go into anybody's house. If anybody's house has
This
a
is not a
ground
house,
floor-
sir. This
Dude,
is
it's a private It's a
business.
private property. No, it's a private property.
business.
Does it matter?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
private property. You can
You're
leave
in-
now. You can leave.
Like I said,
You can leave.
Did I explain my point?
No.
You have any questions about it?
Yeah, thanks for violating my rights.
It's not violating your rights.
Well, I don't have to let you in.
Yep,
So, and I don't have
you
to
don't
tell you my
have
name.
to let me in.
I don't have to
I
tell
don't
you my
need your
name
permission
either.
to let me
I
in.
don't have to tell you my name
You
either.
refuse to identify
I don't
yourself.
have to help you with your
You refuse to
investigation.
identify yourself in a business that's been
Okay.
closed after
You can
hours.
shut
You have
that.
any questions
You can
about
shut
that?
that
I'll be contacting the owner. Make sure you have permission in the morning. Okay?
I'll talk.
Have a good night.
Have fun.
After the officers left the business, they contacted Mr. Clems's brother, who confirmed that Mr. Clems had permission to be in the garage. The next day, Mr. Clems went to the Waite Park Police Department to file a complaint and spoke with Officer Abel, who maintained that he and Officer Crawford did nothing wrong, but provided Mr. Clems with the forms he needed to file a complaint. However, Mr. Clems told me in an email that when he returned the complaint forms, he spoke with a sergeant who told him that the officers were allowed to take the actions that they took. It is unknown whether Mr. Clems intends to pursue any legal action regarding this encounter. Overall, Officer Crawford and Officer Abel get an F for maintaining hostile and confrontational demeanors throughout the encounter, failing to take basic investigative steps before resorting to shows of authority, and likely violating the Fourth Amendment in the process. Although the fact that someone was inside the upholstery business late at night could potentially be suspicious, whether or not an officer has the reasonable suspicion necessary to detain and identify an individual is based on the totality of the circumstances. In this situation, the officers did not receive any calls regarding an unauthorized individual in the business, and there were no signs of forced entry. It also seems unlikely that an individual who was engaged in criminal activity inside the business would leave the garage door open to alert passersby of their presence. Rather than contact the business owner first, or even go to the door to engage in a consensual knock and talk, the officers ordered Mr. Clems to open the door, demanded that he identify himself, and then search the property without consent or exigent circumstances. This encounter demonstrates how officers can run afoul of the Fourth Amendment when they fail to make use of the many non-invasive investigative methods available to them and instead immediately resort to unnecessary shows of authority. Mr. Clems gets an A for remaining relatively calm and composed throughout the interaction, refusing to identify himself when he was not legally obligated to do so, and attempting to challenge the officers' unconstitutional actions while avoiding physically interfering with them. Mr. Clems also did an excellent job in taking steps to pursue accountability after the encounter. In addition to voicing his disagreement throughout the encounter and immediately filing a complaint, Mr. Clems obtained the body camera footage and sent it to me to discuss here on ATA. I commend Mr. Clems for having the courage to speak up against police misconduct, and would encourage him to continue to learn about the Constitution and apply it to his future interactions with law enforcement officers. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out my second channel for even more police interaction content.
All right. So that's the audit. It wasn't an actual audit, but that's the audit for today. They brought up a number of issues. I saw Jason was saying that the police were wrong. But Jason, yesterday, or day before yesterday, whenever we were talking about it, this is what you were saying you wanted to see happen. This is what you were saying you wanted to see happen. You wanted to see police, absent any evidence of wrongdoing or authority, to take authority and violate people's rights. You wanted to see it. You were encouraging. You said it's common sense to do it. And now you're saying, oh, the cops was wrong. See, in principle, when you're thinking about it, it sounds good. But when you see it, reasonable people have to look at that and see how wrong that is. Reasonable people have to look at it and see how wrong it is. No, Emanuel Livingston wanted the police to use common sense and tell those boys to go home. That would have been violating their rights. They didn't have a report from the police. From the property owner saying there are unauthorized people on our property. They didn't have that. They didn't see a law being broken. So they don't have authority over people. And when we encourage police to use common sense, I can guarantee you there are people who watch this and said that police wasn't wrong. Look, what if somebody had been breaking into that building? It's 2:00 in the morning.
Wait, can't we go?
You can go upstairs right now. He's in this building. He ain't got no business in this building at 2:00 in the morning. So the police was right to order him to open the door and to go in and search. There are people who would say that's common sense. When you encourage law enforcement to violate people's rights because it feel right for that situation, you're encouraging them to continue to violate people's rights because they're not going to stop just for that situation. I don't understand why that's hard to piece together. And then you go to the police station. Of course, you got to file a complaint with the people who just violated your rights. And of course, they going to say, what? We didn't violate your rights. What are you talking about? So, I don't know if he's going to sue, but he should. He should. But that was it. I wanted to, it's First Amendment Friday. I wanted to look at it. I saw Janice saying that people are the misuse, I think she said, of the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. How can you misuse the First Amendment? What the heck are you doing? You're going to fall. You're going to tip that thing over and fall. And you're going to break my light table. If you break my light table, you know what's going to happen.
When can we go upstairs?
When I finish. But you can go upstairs right now.
No, when are you going to be done? It's already 5 o'clock.
I'll be done in just a couple minutes.
In 3 minutes?
I don't know exactly how many minutes.
2 minutes.
I don't know exactly how many minutes.
2.
I didn't say 2. You said 2.
2.
Well, we'll see.
It's going to be 2.
We'll see.
It's going to be 2.
Well, I'm not promising that.
It's 2.
But I wanted y'all to see that. And, just think about it. Just think about it. Think about it when you're saying that you want police to violate people's rights. What door you open it? And Twin, you're wrong. Just because you open the door to talk to police, that doesn't mean they can barge in your house and search it. That's not what the law says. And it might be what they've done, but that's not what the law says they're allowed to do. All right, y'all. Anything else? Anybody got anything else? Nothing else? Yeah, I gotta wait at least 2 more minutes because she said 2 minutes. I can't be gone in no 2 minutes because she said so.
Yep, 2 minutes.
You ain't running nothing. So I got at least an additional 2 minutes. Now, 2 more minutes. Oh, I enjoy it, little baby. She makes me laugh. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Do something fun. If you got family, you want to hang out with the family, everybody's family situation ain't the same, so you never know. Not yet. Twin says they did it to my people. I know the law. They shouldn't unless search warrant. Right, but you saying when you open the door that they legally can do it, and you're wrong when you say that. Or at least that's the way you wrote out the message. That's what it seemed like you were saying.
Okay, time to go upstairs.
It is not time yet.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
All right, so again, y'all enjoy the somebody else trying to get me to buy viewers. I'm not buying no viewers. That's cheating. I don't cheat. But if there's anybody out there that want to buy some viewers, there you go. Oh, that's Twitch. Definitely not buying no viewers on Twitch. Definitely not. All right, y'all. Y'all get out there. Enjoy y'all weekend. I believe I will see everyone on Tuesday. I will definitely not see you on Monday. I won't be here on Monday. But y'all enjoy it. I will see everyone on Tuesday. Get out there, stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, and be the reason that somebody smiles today. Until next time, say bye to the people. Wave. Just wave.
No.
You're not going to wave. Just wave.
No.
We're going to sit here till you wave.
No.
Okay, we're going to sit here till you wave.
Nope.
Well. You making it last longer. All you got to do is wave. Look at nope. You just look at that camera and you wave. That's it.
You're the one who told me to.
But you're not waving.
Yeah, you're the one who told me to.
So wave.
No, because you're the one who told me to.
I don't even know what that means.
Yes, you do.
Explain that to me.
No.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm not doing it until we go upstairs.
We're not going upstairs until you do it.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll just sit here. I don't mind. I can keep talking. Not till you wave.
I'm not doing it.
Then we not going. We not going. You can go.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay, well then you go.
No.
Well, then you would just be sitting here with me. We just sitting here. I don't care about you going off screen. Either you going upstairs and then I'll sign off, or you gonna wave. That ain't the same as waving. That's you trying to get me on the technicality. That is not the same as waving.
I know.
But then so you gotta wave.
No.
Okay, well when we sit here. And we just gonna be sitting here.
What?
So was that you waving? That was you waving. I'll give her that. She turned the hand around and she did that. I'll give you that as a wave.
Give me candy.
I'm not giving you no candy. You don't get candy for waving.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Y'all enjoy y'all weekend.
You already said it, bye.
Be the I didn't say this part yet.
Yes, you did.
Did I? What did I say?
You already said this.
Said what?
Like be the reason that everyone's smiling.
I said it already. Oh. Well, all right. She said I said it. I believe her. I said it. Till next time.